Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So I haven't slept last night, I still haven't slept, and I woke up at like 12 midnight the previous night, so I've been up for over 24 hours, and a large part of that is because I've taken about 4 ounces of this, which is a Natur black label kava powder. That's a lot to take, and actually after the fourth one, after an hour, I actually ended up getting sick and throwing up. But a large reason why I was so motivated to do this is because, again, I still have trouble reacting to things. So through various means of communication, it was relayed to me that a certain particular person was just, again, trying to hurt me. And you guys don't know this because I haven't said this too much, but I've been dealing with, okay, so in this household, there's me, my mother, my father, my brother, and Little Bear and Shiloh. Everybody but there's one individual that's not my mother and not my father and not Little Bear Shiloh, who doesn't want me to speak about him, but you know, this is something rather serious, and actually I need help with this. But he's been off and on for about the past 5 years, depending on situations, essentially bullying me. And just the other day, it got to the point where we actually fucking almost got into a fight. My parents got in the way, and you know, I backed off because I don't want to fight my little brother. I really don't. I have no desire to hurt him, and I don't think he realizes, like, if me and him got into a fight, there's a very real possibility that one of us or both of us could end up in the hospital, or even worse. He's a very good striker, so am I. Like, it's not. It's really not good. And he is I mean, it's to the point where I'll just be laying down here doing my thing down here, and he'll come home inebriated and literally just like call me a bitch and call me out, just doing everything he can essentially to get me to come and fight him. And this isn't just one incident, this has happened many times. And he'll insult me and then say all sorts of vile things to me to hurt me. So that's been going on recently. He usually apologizes the next day, but after somebody does these things time and time again, you know, it's like, well, you apologize, but the same thing continues to happen, man. You know, and the drinking thing's not a big deal to me. I obviously get drug addiction, but it's when you hurt others, when you have an intent to hurt others, that it really bothers me. And I'm picking up on that same feeling from a particular person. And I know she's hurt, or yeah, hurt people. So, but at the same time, I don't have to continue enabling this situation that's clearly toxic. And you know, now I'm hurting myself because it's like I don't know what to do with this. I have all these people trying to hurt me, and you know, I'm still trying to heal myself. And this is, I think, part of the reason why they tell you to wait. A lot of people say 6 months when you're in recovery before you try to get into a relationship, because I mean, you're going through transitions. Like, it's like clearly, I mean, I've been living a life that's been dependent on an artificial substance, and so it's like there's a lot of fucked up shit going on with me, and like you know, with that being said, like, to try to, like, you know, I don't even know how to love myself, you know, so how am I really going to love somebody else, you know? But again, I do these things because I feel pressured from somebody else to communicate and to, you know, reach out, you know, and essentially it's really them. They're the ones that have been, you know, pulling me, trying to bring me in, and they have various means of trying to attract me into their fucking realm, essentially. And it's like, it's not that I don't like them or anything like that. It's just like I'm still, you know, pretty fucked up, still pretty sick, and you know, in some ways, and I don't fully love myself. You know, I still have a lot of issues. And it's like, you know, I think it's good to, you know, you should feel confident in where you're at and your ability and everything, you know, before you try to get in a relationship. And I still am not that, you know. But again, because I feel pressured and I don't want to let people down, I want to help make people happy. You know, I jump the gun when I know that I probably shouldn't, to help to appease others, and that's been one of my biggest faults. And here it goes again, hurting me. You know, it's like my brother too. Like I've always been the generous one, giving him, you know, just all sorts of little snack. I mean, good, like, you know, weed, you know, marijuana, cigarettes when I smoked, like just money when he asked for it. Like, not all the time, but most of the time I would give him something. And I never really asked him for any money in return. So it's really quite alien to me to have somebody, you know, and come to me and you know, bring that intent of harming me, you know. And it's like, you know, but at the same time, it's karma, man. You know, I did it to myself. Somehow I drew this situation to myself, so I'm not trying to, you know, you know, like, you know, blame, you know. I mean, it is what it is, but at the same time, I don't want, like, I left a message, I wrote a message out yesterday, essentially, you know, kind of opening my heart to a particular person. And it's like, this has happened multiple times in the past. I open my heart to a particular person and I feel like it gets trampled on. And I've also I have reached out to this person on multiple occasions, and every time I get shut down. So, and this person has lied to my face on multiple occasions. They've done things to interact with my family, you know, which is, I've never once tried to contact anybody in her family, and she's contacted my brother and my mother at least once that I know about. She's contacted my friends, or my former friends. I've never done anything, none of these things have I done to her, okay? But she can't contact me, still can't contact me. You know, and it's like, yeah, I'm not in the best space. I'm still, you know, sick in a lot of ways. And the one thing I do know is that when she was hurting, you know, and I reached out to try to help her, you know, even just, you know, to be there to listen or talk. But she has yet to do that, you know, so it's like, I'm not feeling the reciprocation. I'm feeling like she wants me to, you know, be what she wants me to be. And, you know, if I don't measure up to her standards, then, you know, I ain't shit to her. And I really don't like that. I really don't like that. That's not what unconditional love is really about to me. And I don't like being manipulated. And I feel her trying to manipulate me, and I've been manipulated many times in my life, and I really don't like it. And I really don't like people that have an intent to hurt others, you know, because you're essentially saying, because I don't do things your way, you feel justified in hurting me. And I really don't. That's one of the biggest problems with humanity, is vengeance, is thinking that, you know, dishing out pain is going to help solve things, and it never works. So it's like, I'm letting go. I'm not playing these games anymore. I'm not going to write any more messages. I'm not going to really speak about her at all anymore. What's the point? See, I don't find it. I'll make another video.